Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Mo. In this video, we will be going over lab 9.2. This is, I think, our third or fourth lab. I don't know. I lost track of the labs already. I didn't come to class today, but we're gonna do this lab together anyway. Um, yeah. We're gonna do this on REPL, but you're supposed to use PyCharm, so use PyCharm. I'm just gonna use REPL because I like it better. But yeah, let's get right to it. Write a program that asks the user to enter his name and a password. The program should for the, I think this is a typo that's right here. The program should ask for the length and width of two rectangles. The program should then prompt the user to re-enter the password. Okay, so we're gonna ask the user to re-enter their password. If the password entered is the same as entered earlier, the program should display the area of each rectangle and which rectangle has the greater area. Okay, so we're basically checking to see if the password entered by the user is the same. That's what we need to do. And if it is, then we display the area of the rectangle and we also display which rectangle has the greater area. If the password entered is not the same as the original password, the program should return an error statement. Okay, that's fine. Let's do it, guys. Requirements. One, lucid chart. I'm not going to do that. Actually, excuse me, I already did that, but I'm just not going to show it here. Arrange the code in three sections: input, uh, input process, and output. The command section should show three steps. That's fine. We can do that. Use 7 input functions, typecasting, and assignment operators. Use if the elif statements nested in the if else statement. So we have to have a if elif else statement, and then we have to have another if else statement within our if elif statement. Oh wow. Um yeah, this is pretty doable. Implement the pp string format. Do 4 runs as shown in lab uh 9.2 program run. Okay, let's get right to it, guys. Just to show you guys, this is what our program should look like. It's gonna have some basic information as always, and then it's gonna ask what is your name, all of this. Okay, let's get right to coding. So for the basic information, we're gonna do this real quick. Print lab 3, or we're gonna do lab 9.2, and then we're gonna print programmer R, and then we're going, oopsie guys, sorry about that. And then we're gonna print our time and date, okay? So our time is 4-30-2024, comma, I can print the time, 6:37 p.m. All right. Um, great. So that's our first thing. And then we're gonna also print empty statement. So it prints a space on our console log over here. Okay, so far so good. We have done this first part, and then we're gonna ask our first input statement. What is your name? So we're gonna set this to a variable name. Then we're gonna take input from our user. What is your name? Okay, this is the program is gonna ask the user for their name and store it in the variable name. And then let's see over here what we have to ask for. Enter your password. So we have to ask the user for their password. So we're gonna write password equal to input what or enter a password. Is it enter a or enter your? See, it says enter your. I'm gonna follow this to the exactly word for word because our professor wants exact details and he's very keen about details. So we're gonna follow word for word. Please enter your ENT. Okay, I spelled this wrong. ENTER, your password. All right, enter the stored password. Now, some of you guys, 1, the area of rectangle 1 is, and then we're gonna put in our curly brackets CTA rectangle, or sorry, area of rectangle 1. So we printing area of rectangle 1 over here. And then we're going to do another print statement. Actually, let's just copy and paste this. Just copy and paste this to 2. All right, so now we have this 2 lines that should be printed. The area of rectangle 2 is greater than area. So I think this is the case where we need to, I think this is the case where we need to do another else if statement and check our area, or check to see which area is greater for rectangle 1 or rectangle 2. So we can, if area rectangle 1 is greater than area rectangle 2, then we're going to print, what are we going to print? The area of rectangle 2. Okay, so area of rectangle 1 and rectangle, let's see. All right, we're going to do elif. Elif, we're going to do of rectangle 2 is greater than area of rectangle 1. We're going to print area, oopsie, of rectangle 2 is greater, each, and en or and, my grammar is so bad, guys, then rectangle 1. All right, so elif, now we're gonna have a else statement within this. Looks like your area is the same for both rectangles. Okay, so what is happening? The user is inputting the password. Okay, right here we ask the user to input their password, and then over here we're checking to see if the password is correct. So if it is correct, we print the name. So the name of the user. In our case, it's an area of rectangle 2. It's going to print area of rectangle 1 is greater than rectangle 2. Now, else, if area of rectangle 2 is greater than area of rectangle 1, it's going to print area of rectangle 2 is greater than rectangle 1. Now, we have an else statement within this if statement. This if statement is in the bigger if, which checks if the password is correct. Okay, within this if statement, our else is going to print um, only if the area of both rectangles are the same, right? So it looks like the area is the same for both rectangles. Now we're going to have another else, which is for the outer if, okay? We're going to have we're gonna have it print an error. It says in our instructions here, it says if the password enter is not the same, not the same as the original password, the password should return an error statement. So now we're gonna return an error statement. So we're gonna print wrong password, all caps, refresh and try again. All right. So here, guys, three sections. This is kind of like a process and output at the same time. So it's processing our data or processing our functions and outputting at the same time. This part, it's solely process. We have our process part. And then up top over here, these are all input parts. So let's just see the requirements once again, guys, over here. Oops, guys. Let's put this back. There we go. So it says use 7 input functions, typecast, and assignment operator. So we're going to see if we use 7. So we have input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 7 total inputs. We used if, the elif, and else statements. So these are the ones that are nested: if, elif, and else within if else. So within this if and else. And then we use the PV8 style, and then we use the F string formatting, which are over here. And then, yeah, that's it. And we're going to run our program our final time. Hopefully this runs. Let's run this. Let's go ahead and run it, baby. What is your name? Right now, we're going to run it as. Who are we going to run it as? We're going to run it as, I don't know, man. We're going to run it as Janai. Janai. Let's go. What's your password? We're going to put password as 1618 CDF. CDF. Now, please, oopsie, guys. Sorry about that. Let's wait for this window to disappear. There we go. Please enter the length of rectangle. Actually, let's restart this. Okay, so we're a little clear. Please enter the length of rectangle 1. We're gonna do 10. Width of rectangle 1, we're gonna do 20. 10.5 for rectangle 2, and then the width of rectangle 2, we're going to do 20. So now please re-enter the password. We're going to re-enter it correctly the first time. Our password 161618 CDF. And here we go. Janai, you have entered the correct password. Here are the results. The area of rectangle 1 is 200. The area of rectangle 2 is 210.0. Area of rectangle 2 is greater than rectangle 1. Boom, baby, we have our results. Now, the only thing we have left to do is do some indents over here on the last ones. So let's see, looks like. So this part needs to be indented, so we're going to use one indent. And then this part needs to be indented. We're going to use another indent. And then area of rectangle 1 is greater. And then these lines need to be indented as well. All right, let's rerun this one last time. In this case, we're gonna get our password wrong. We're gonna do mo. What's your password? 12. We're gonna do 10, 20, 30, 40. Then we're gonna do our password, which is I'm gonna enter 13 to see what happens. It says wrong password. Oops, it says wrong password. Refresh and try again. We're gonna do this one more time, and we're gonna get this correct. What is your name? Gabe. Enter your password. 190. Rectangle 1 is 10, 20, 25, and then we can do 10 again. Your password, we're gonna put 190. Boom. The area of rectangle 1. Gabe here is the password. Sorry, Gabe, you have entered the correct password. Here's the result. Okay, so it's gonna have a comma. Here are the results. All right, cool. This is our answer, guys. This should be the answer. Um, yeah. If you do not understand, I don't know, rewatch it or I don't know, man. Just use ChatGPT at this point, right? Anyway, hopefully this helped. Like, subscribe, and share. And I don't know, whatever, bro. Have fun. Bye.